Step into Seven Winds Casino Lodge and Conference Center.
Come and discover everything we have to offer.
Unlimited gaming action. Northwoods hospitality. Delicious all-you-can-eat buffet. Relaxation and comfort. Great drinks and good times. Big wins, big fun. It's all here at Seven Winds Casino Lodge and Conference Center in the heart of the Great Northwoods.
Hello, I'm Kimberly, and welcome to the NAVE News Update. It's Friday, August 31st. Many of the stories you hear here can be found at IndianCountryTV.com. And here's the news for today from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. As work began on a rail bridge replacement project in Norwalk, Connecticut, a 16th century Native American fort was discovered. The fort was discovered on a small piece of land next to the railroad tracks that carry commuters on Amtrak and Metro North trains. Archaeologists are calling this historical find one of the most important discoveries in the Northeast for Native American history. It is one of the earliest historic sites that has been found so far. It is said to be very rich in artifacts, including Native American pottery and stone tools, as well as trade goods such as glass beads, wampum, hatchets, and knives. Archaeologists are saying that it appears the fort was made with wooden walls and it stood from about 1615 to 1640. And was utilized to trade goods between the Norwalk Indians and Dutch settlers. Archaeologists are working with the Mashantucket Pequot and Mohegans on plans to completely remove all artifacts from the site by the fall. To date, there has been no opposition to the removal of the artifacts. The All Beyond College in Michigan has returned a religious relic to the Zuni Nation that was in their collection since 1973. The 2-foot-tall wooden statue that is a symbol of peace and protection belongs to the Zuni Nation in New Mexico. The idol was donated to Albion's collection 45 years ago, but only recently did the college realize its significance and the need to return it to the tribe. According to Billy Wickray, an art history professor at the college, the Zuni have spent decades trying to reclaim artifacts removed from altars on their tribal lands that have come into public collections. Wickray discovered the idol that is about 2 feet long and dates back to the 19th century in the college's collection while preparing to teach a class on Native American art. This particular kind of idol artifact is carved from cottonwood trees previously struck by lightning, which is said to infuse them with power. Native American tribes have been installing solar power since the late 1980s. To advance their work, Grid Alternative has launched a tribal solar accelerator fund with a $5 million commitment from Wells Fargo. The fund's first grant will help fund 637 kilowatts of solar for the Spokane tribe in Washington to reduce energy bills for 14 tribal buildings, including elder housing, community facilities, and tribal offices. Grid Alternatives, America's largest nonprofit solar installer, has partnered with more than 40 tribes since 2010 and has provided hands-on solar training to 550 Native American and Alaska Natives to date. Native American lands have an estimated 61 gigawatts of economic utility scale solar potential. Support for the Tribal Solar Accelerator Fund is a significant component of Wells Fargo's $50 million philanthropic commitment to help address the unique economic, social, and environmental needs of American Indian Alaska Native communities that was announced last year. Tribes interested in requesting funding support may apply at tribalsolar.org. Heritage University in Washington State has received a $650,000 grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which puts the college over the finish line in its goal of creating a $1.5 million endowment for Native American student scholarships. The grant will be combined with matching funds from the Johnson Scholarship Foundation and other private donors to create an endowment which supports scholarships for Indigenous students studying business or entrepreneurship. In 2016, Heritage and Johnson Scholarship Foundation set the endowment fundraising effort in motion when Heritage committed to raising $1 million in 3 years and JSF pledging matching funds of $500,000. The strategic intent of the Johnson Scholarship Foundation is to provide scholarship funding to Native Americans studying business and/or entrepreneurship under the theory that those men and women will then draw from their education to start business enterprises. Carol Frankowitz, an Eastern Band of Cherokee Indian, was crowned the 2018-19 Miss Native American USA on August 24th at a pageant in Tempe, Arizona. Both a former Miss Cherokee and Miss Indian North Carolina had commented that she couldn't believe it, that she was so honored and blessed that she could represent all of people throughout Indian Country. Carol obtained a degree in early childhood education from Southwestern Community College and is currently the youth development professional at the Cherokee Youth Center. Her platform for the pageant was autism awareness, to bring light to a disability very few speak of in Indian Country. Carol is the daughter of Melissa Ark and Quentin Frankowitz and the granddaughter of Sheila Ark. And that's another roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Nave News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me and have a grand day.